Most people don't feel financially stuck. They feel fine. The bills are paid. Life is stable. Nothing feels urgent. And that's exactly why nothing changes. Because the biggest financial trap isn't debt or bad decisions. It's comfort. Comfort keeps you calm, but it quietly removes the pressure to grow. And over time, that's what keeps capable, intelligent people financially stuck for years without ever realizing it. Comfort is seductive because it removes friction. When life is uncomfortable, you're forced to think differently. You're forced to question your habits. You're forced to adapt. But when life is comfortable enough, the pressure disappears. You stop asking hard questions. You stop noticing slow leaks. You stop seeing opportunities, because survival is no longer demanding your attention. Most people don't stay financially stuck because they're reckless. They stay stuck because their life works just well enough. The bills get paid. The routine is predictable. The stress is manageable. And that creates a dangerous illusion that staying where you are is safe. But comfort has a hidden cost. Comfort doesn't just keep you relaxed, it keeps you passive. It tells you that tomorrow can be handled tomorrow. It whispers, there's no rush. And without urgency, there's no momentum. This is why so many people wake up at 40 or 50 feeling confused. They didn't make bad decisions. They just kept making the same ones. Over and over. Comfort doesn't scream. It hums quietly in the background. And because nothing is breaking, you assume nothing needs fixing. But here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Stability without progress is slow decline. Inflation doesn't care that you feel comfortable. Time doesn't care that you're content. Your future self doesn't benefit from today's ease. Comfort delays growth, and delay is expensive. Think about how many decisions you postpone because they feel inconvenient. Learning a new skill feels uncomfortable. Reworking your finances feels tedious. Taking a risk feels unnecessary because things are fine. So you wait. And waiting feels harmless. But every year you wait, the cost of change increases. Your responsibilities grow. Your energy changes. Your margin for error shrinks. Comfort quietly raises the price of action. That's the trap. The comfort trap isn't about pleasure. It's about avoidance. Avoiding uncertainty. Avoiding effort. Avoiding the discomfort of being bad at something new. Most people don't fail financially. They stall. They stay in jobs that drain them because the paycheck feels safe. They keep expenses that limit flexibility because they're familiar. They structure their lives around predictability instead of potential. And predictability feels wise until it cages you. Comfort makes you optimize for the present instead of preparing for the future. You start managing life instead of building it. You become very good at maintaining, but terrible at expanding. And maintenance alone never creates wealth. Wealth requires periods of discomfort, not chaos, not recklessness, discomfort. Moments where you choose uncertainty over ease, where you invest time before you see results, where you sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term leverage. Most people avoid those moments, not because they're incapable, but because nothing is forcing them. Pain creates urgency. Comfort removes it. That's why real change often only happens after a shock, a job loss, a health scare, a financial wake-up call. Suddenly, comfort is gone. And action follows. But relying on pain to trigger growth is a terrible strategy. By the time pain arrives, options are limited. The goal isn't to live in stress. The goal is to voluntarily choose constructive discomfort before life chooses it for you. That might look like reducing expenses even when you can afford them, learning something difficult instead of something entertaining, building systems that feel slow at first but compound over time. These choices don't feel exciting. They don't provide instant validation, but they create momentum. Comfort keeps you static. Momentum moves you forward. And momentum is what most people lack. Not intelligence, not discipline. Momentum. Once you have it, everything changes. You start thinking differently. You see money as a tool, not a scorecard. You focus less on feeling good today and more on being free tomorrow. But you only get there by stepping slightly outside comfort, consistently. Not dramatically, not overnight. Quietly. Deliberately. The irony is that people who feel safe often have the least security, because their safety depends on everything staying the same. One disruption, and the illusion collapses. True financial stability comes from adaptability, from options, from systems that don't rely on comfort continuing forever. If your life only works when nothing goes wrong, it isn't stable. It's fragile, and comfort hides fragility very well. So here's the real question to ask yourself. Where has comfort replaced intention in your life? Where are you maintaining instead of building? Where are you avoiding discomfort not because it's dangerous, but because it's unfamiliar? The answer to that question usually points directly to what's holding you back. Growth doesn't require burning everything down. It requires small, uncomfortable decisions made consistently. Decisions that don't feel urgent today, but matter deeply over time. Comfort tells you to stay still. Progress asks you to move, calmly, deliberately, and before you're forced to. And the people who escape financial stagnation aren't the ones who panic. They're the ones who act before comfort turns into regret. If this way of thinking resonates with you, you're in the right place. This channel is about building wealth quietly, through systems, not stress. If you want to keep thinking clearly about money instead of reacting emotionally to it, subscribe. Because comfort is easy, but freedom is built.